Alright, welcome back to another video, and once again, this video has another mod for the car. Today we're going to be lowering the Mustang, finally. I've had the springs for, I'd say, a little over a month now. I just haven't had time to put them on and everything, but every car in general needs lowered. It looks better. So I've been waiting to do this. It's going to transform it a lot, even with having a huge drop. I went with the SR Performance lowering springs, so it is an inch in the rear lowering it, and then it's like 1.2 or 3 inches in the front. I didn't go with the iBox, what I originally planned, like in the first video, but because I wanted it lowered, but then also have room to be able to add bigger tire or stuff like that as well, without having to worry about fitment or rubbing. So I went with that, and if I don't like it, I can always change it out, but I think this will be a good fit. As right now, the wheel gap's pretty atrocious, not to my liking or anything, so hopefully this fixes it, which it will. But yeah, this is what the car's been needing. Everything else is looking good, everything else I've done in the car, but yeah, it needs lowered pretty bad. And also, with the lowering springs, just for the front though, to help with the camber when I get in alignment, I did get, I'm pretty sure it's BMR front camber bolts. I have to double check on the brand, but just camber bolts. Just go in the front, help with the camber when we get in alignment, so everything checks out and is good. And for these springs, since it's only lowering an inch in the rear, there's no need for anything for camber, so we should be good with that. Alrighty, so hopefully you can hear me over the car, but then we got the tool set for the spring compressor. Yeah, it is BMR camber bolts, so that's what we got, and it's 2.5 degrees offset, so yeah, those will help out. And then these are the SR Performance lowering springs, kind of that blue color right now, but yeah, so those are the springs and everything. And I'm gonna show you guys short clips of everything getting installed, but try my best, and then I'll show you guys the end result, and then tell you guys a review of how it rides and everything like that. Alrighty, so the last clip I showed you was I was going to my buddy's house and we were going to start installing the lowering springs. Kind of didn't end the way I was planning or wanted to. The rears we got on, they're all good. The rears are all set. Fronts were a different story. There's like these two bolts that connect, like, I don't know what it's called. I'm not really familiar too much, but it holds the strut and like the whole other like connection system where the rotor and the caliper is, connects them and holds them for, obviously. They're both hard to get out, both those bolts on each side. You have to literally hammer them out. And the left side, on the driver's side for the front, we got, that's all done. We got the bolts out for a little bit. And then the right side, the front right side, the top bolt, we kept hammering, it wouldn't come out, and we think it skipped a thread so that the nut off the bolt will not come off. So it's currently stuck like that right now. Obviously I'm not driving the car right now, that's why I got it daily, but yeah, so that piece is pretty much broken now, that bolt. So the car right now has all the lowering springs on except the front right, which is wacky. Not how we wanted to plan. Plus, other issues came with the car after we did this. Think we might know the solution or why. But if I'm missing anything, please let me know in the comments. But so pretty much, we have them all done. We're gonna have to replace that bolt. Good thing is I had bought camber bolts for the front to help with the alignment and get rid of the camber. So we're just gonna have to replace those bolts with the camber bolts, and then figure out time to put the other spring on. Otherwise, I'm not driving the car right now, obviously. But problem aligned after I started my car after we were done for the day, because it was too late to even try and figure to cut the bolt off and like cut the bolt in half just so we could get it off. Couple lights and alerts came on my dash. I'll show you when I get back home what they look like, but Both my traction lights are on, which with the alert of service advanced track, and my ABS lights on with like the alert of hill start assist not available, and then as well as my parking sensors. It says check park aid or whatever, so my parking sensors in the rear aren't working as of right now either. So all those came up after that, but from what everyone's told me and research, it is usually the wheel speed sensors, which I don't know how those would have I don't think we would have damaged those because they look fine. I checked briefly, kind of what I see. I didn't take off the wheels though, but the rears were good and the fronts I'm pretty sure were good. So I don't know if they're just like pinched somewhere that's causing that or anything, but yeah, I'm sorry I didn't show any of the clips of installing the springs of the process because I was trying to learn. I've never done that before, and buddy was just showing me, and as soon as we started running into these problems, I just did not want to record it. But yeah, those are the problems right now, so this video might come up a little later till the car's done with the lowering springs. That's the whole point of this video, is installing them. Yeah, and then somehow, I don't know if it was the vibrations or what, but my exhaust, just the tips and the axle black part, it got pushed up, so the tips are touching my diffuser, which is not good, and they got like the whole thing got pushed back, like the tips aren't as far out anymore. So another problem to the already list of issues that this install has done. But the exhaust should be an easy fix. Replacing the bolts with the camber should be easy, just getting the other spring on, and then just hopefully I don't have to place the wheel speed sensors, but if I do, I'm gonna have to. But that's the update. So like I said, I'll show you guys the lights and alerts that come up when I get back home, but that's the update of the install. I'll record next time we install the next spring or whatever, the last one, and an update of the progress of getting things fixed and getting this car back. It's finally getting nice out, so I'm trying to get this car fixed ASAP. But what I saw from the left side of my car, because that's fully done, it looks way better lowered. I'm glad I went with the SR Performance springs. Definitely needed it, but we gotta get this dialed in, get stuff fixed. I might even take it to a shop and have them fix the exhaust, and hopefully help me with the wheel speed sensors if I need it. But yeah, that's the update. I'll keep you guys in the loop, and yeah. Alrighty, I made it back home, and so the car looks pretty good lowered. I mean, it looks way better. Yeah, it's not slammed like iBox, but it looks way better. Fitment's definitely cleaner, definitely way better. But one of the issues I said in the previous clip, sorry it might be a little windy, is the exhaust is touching now, and they're not sticking out as much anymore. Like it used to stick out probably to like here, and now they're smacking on both sides, so that's not good. And then yep, so if you can see right here, this was disconnected, like it wasn't on this piece, and that might be for the wheel speed sensor. Pretty sure this is the wheel speed sensor, but for the rear, I think I did that for both, and I think the rear, potentially that might have fixed the rear with that, but the front is a different issue. But here are the lights on the dash that come up. Okay, so full set. Okay, yeah, all right. Service advanced track, like I said, that has the advanced track and regular traction. Sorry if that doesn't focus. Those lights are on, and let's see if it comes up with the other one. It might not come up with the hillside start assist because the car's not on, just a battery, but then also the ABS lights on. So yeah, that's that. Those are all the lights on the dash and everything. So yeah, but I'll update you guys with any progress I make, and hopefully in the next week or so we get the car 100% dialed. Alrighty, so previous clips you guys saw were actually cut for about almost pretty much 2 weeks ago now. The issues the car had after lowering it and all the issues that arise with that. But car is pretty much dialed. It's all drivable now. Just a couple minor things I want to get done, which should be getting done this week that I'm recording it right now. So this video might not be published for another week or so, but a week from this week that I'm now, I think it's April 12th right now. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, the car is all fixed. All 4 of the springs are in. The last one was put in. The broken front strut bolt is fixed, and had a shop install the camber bolts as well. So the camber bolts in, and the exhaust is realigned and all that. So the plans for this week is getting an alignment, hopefully alignment this week would be the plan. It'd be ideal. The fronts are good. The rears are just kind of too much excess camber. And then actually, I guess I'll show you guys. You guys will just see in the other videos, but the car's getting retinted. Old guy had it before me. Not dark enough, plus he did pretty cheap tint on it, so it's starting to bubble and turn purplish. But yeah, so we're getting that fully smacked and everything like that. All right, so here's the car. First thing that we had to fix that I showed you guys previously, the tips got realigned. It's perfect. Not touching the diffuser and all that. But yeah, I don't know why there is rocks or whatever in the exhaust. That's weird. I've never seen that. But they're freshly aligned. All 4 tips are freshly aligned and they're perfectly centered and all that. So that's fixed. Spacers or the lowering springs are in. This is the front fitment after the lowering springs. So it lowered it a decent bit, but not too much, and nothing. It's not slammed like the iVox Sport lines, but for the price and how much it actually dropped, it actually does look pretty good. But yeah, so this is what the car looks like from the side with the lowering springs. Huge difference if you pay attention in the previous videos of the gap for each one. But yeah, pretty big difference. So I've probably mentioned this already, but the rear was just 1 inch, and then there's like 1.2 inches in the front. So yeah, so this is what the car looks like with the SR Performance lowering springs on the car. It looks pretty good, I think. The car is, that's what the car needed. But yeah, so camber bolts helped the camber in the front. You can tell. I mean, there's not much, but for the rears, definitely need an alignment. Definitely a little tilty. But I'll get that fixed and everything like that. But yeah, there is the fitment as of right now. Yeah, I do plan on getting spacers, but I'm gonna decide which ones I want to get, what spacers I get. I know it doesn't matter exactly, but yeah, that is with the SR Performance lowering springs. I would do wish for the rears it lowered it a little more, but I do plan on, when I have to get new tires, putting a bigger tire. So it's a 275 on it right now. I think I plan on getting probably a 295, maybe 305, but to figure that wheel gap in. And then, but yeah, it looks pretty good for the price. I got it for $230 for the lowering springs and the camber bolts. So yeah, the car looks so much better lowered. It does completely transform the car. So yeah, everything's dialed to the car except a couple lights just for there's a broken wheel speed sensor on the front right, and that is it. Other than that, everything is all good with the car. It's been driving phenomenally, everything like that. But yeah, for the tint I mentioned that I'm getting redone, right now it's got the banner and the sides, all that, but I don't know what percent it is exactly. But when I'm getting it redone, the windshield is going to be 35 on the windshield, and then I'm going 15% all around for the sides and back. So yeah, it definitely needs it. It needs to get darker, plus just cheap tint. But yeah, that is the car with the SR Performance lowering springs. Let me know what you guys think. But for the price, I mean, it's pretty hard to beat. Yeah, the iBox, I could have got those, but I wanted to go something a little different. Plus, this is pretty good, I think. The fitments in the front is actually the lowering, actually, like the aspect of the gap here actually isn't bad at all. I mean, it's pretty good, especially when I get the spacer right here and it'll pop out a little bit. But yeah, and then for the rears, you can always fix that, put a bigger tire in the rear. So yeah, it does look pretty good. So yeah, that is today's video. So hope you guys liked it, and stay tuned for more videos that I have on the channel. And yeah, have a good one.